Jeopardy! How will Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings share hosting? The Jeopardy assigned both Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings to serve as co-hosts for at least the next season. While fans have not all been on board with the idea, the show has at least revealed how they will split their duties. Mayim has been working as a guest host off and on since Alex Trebek died. Ken made his debut 1 year after Alex's death. While Mike Richards won the hosting job, he quickly stepped down when controversial comments from his past resurfaced. Now the job belongs to actress Mayim Bialik and Jeopardy! Champion Ken Jennings. Mayim and Ken will not rotate as Jeopardy! Hosts. Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings have been rotating in and out as Jeopardy! Hosts. However, that is not going to continue based on their new contracts with the game show. Variety reported that the two will split duties and each take long stints at the podium. Ken is set to host Jeopardy! From September to January. After this, Mayim will take over the hosting duties from the start of 2023 until the end of season 39. Ken is mostly known for his game show, but Mayim has her career as an actress to take care of as well. She will be filming her sitcom Call Me Kat, and she will need to be available for both. There will also be specials. Mayim will co-host Celebrity Jeopardy! As well as the special tournaments. Ken will host the Second Chance Tournament and the Tournament of Champions. Sony Pictures Entertainment reportedly wants to expand the series, so they need more than one host. With all of our plans for Jeopardy, which is more Jeopardy, not less, more versions, we're going to need multiple hosts to represent the entire audience, to represent the entire country, in order to take this franchise forward, executive producer Michael Davis told Variety. Jeopardy! Fans want some changes on the show. A lot of fans are not happy with the decision, and there are many who just don't like Mayim Bialik at all. However, there are others who want to see more changes made to the show, believing that neither host can replace Alex Trebek on Jeopardy! Many fans were debating how the show should move on now that Ken and Mayim are the co-hosts. One asked for new theme music and possibly a new logo for the show. Another mentioned that Jeopardy! Should change with inflation and increase the values for the clues, which have remained the same for 20 years. The question now is whether or not Jeopardy! Fans will stick with the show. Some believe that Mayim is killing the ratings, and others commented that Ken is a game show host and Mayim is an actress pretending to be one. It will be interesting to see how the ratings compare when Ken hosts in 2022 and Mayim takes over in 2023. When Jeopardy! First aired in 1964 under Art Fleming, few could have predicted that the syndicated quiz show would still be a cultural touchstone more than 6 decades later. It's been called a paragon of intellectual entertainment, a celebration of trivia mastery, and a uniquely American institution. Yet perhaps no era of Jeopardy! Has been as tumultuous or as closely scrutinized as the years following the death of longtime host Alex Trebek in 2020. Now, with both Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings officially sharing hosting duties, fans and television observers alike are asking, how exactly will this dual host model work? And more importantly, can it uphold the legacy of Trebek while charting a fresh course into the show's future? 2 hosts, 1 lectern. In 2021, the Jeopardy! Production team made a bold move. Instead of selecting a single successor to Trebek, they decided to split the job between 2 distinct personalities. On one hand stood Ken Jennings, the most decorated contestant in Jeopardy! History, whose 74-game win streak in 2004 still looms large over the game show landscape. Jennings embodies encyclopedic knowledge, quick wit, and deep reverence for the show's traditions. On the other stood Mayim Bialik, actress, neuroscientist, and accomplished game show host in her own right. Known for her roles on Blossom and The Big Bang Theory, Bialik brought a warm, approachable demeanor, an academic background, and star power that appealed to a broader swath of viewers. Her experience in science communication and education also positioned her as a role model to younger audiences and women in STEM. Rather than choosing between them, executive producer Michael Davis embraced an experimental approach. Jennings and Bialik would co-host, trading off blocks of episodes and special events. The strategy seemed to offer the best of both worlds, but it also raised questions about consistency, identity, and audience preference. Dividing the duties, a balancing act, The plan, as it evolved over the first full season of co-hosting, took shape around natural affinities and practical schedules. Ken Jennings assumed primary hosting duties for the regular syndicated season, anchoring the show that millions of loyal viewers tune into every evening. His mastery of the game's rhythm, nuanced grasp of the clues' construction, and rapport with hardcore trivia fans made him the natural steward of the main franchise. Meanwhile, Mayim Bialik took charge of Jeopardy, his primetime specials and spin-offs, most notably Celebrity Jeopardy, the National College Championship, and other themed tournaments. These episodes, which often skewed more casual or aimed at broader demographics, benefited from Bialik's charismatic screen presence and her ability to engage contestants unfamiliar with the show's rapid-fire format. Over time, the division of labor reflected not only scheduling logistics, but stylistic strengths. Jennings delivered a crisp, fast-paced game that delighted purists. Bialik, by contrast, brought levity and warmth to special episodes where entertainment trumped trivia rigor. Behind the scenes, both hosts reportedly maintained a collaborative, supportive relationship. Jennings publicly praised Bialik's skill and grace in interviews, while Bialik acknowledged Jennings' encyclopedic prowess and steady hand. For a show where intellectual competition is fierce but decorum is paramount, the absence of ego between hosts reassured fans concerned about backstage drama. The audience factor, divided or diverse. Still, no discussion of the dual host format would be complete without acknowledging the fan response, passionate, vocal, and at times divided. On social media and Jeopardy! Forums, debates raged over who embodied the true spirit of the show. Some longtime viewers gravitated toward Jennings, whose tenure as a contestant gave him unparalleled street cred among trivia aficionados. Others appreciated Bialik's charm, relatability, and efforts to modernize the show's image. Ratings data showed little definitive tilt in favor of one host over the other. Both brought in robust viewership, with minor fluctuations attributable more to time slots and competition than host preference. If anything, the data hinted at complementary audiences. Jennings resonated with hardcore fans and traditionalists, while Bialik attracted younger viewers and casual fans intrigued by the specials. The show's producers leaned into this dual appeal, marketing Jeopardy! Not as a monolith, but as a multifaceted brand. With Jennings, they promised the continuity and rigor Trebek championed. With Bialik, they opened doors to new audiences and formats, broadening the show's cultural reach. What the future holds, as the Jennings-Bialik hosting arrangement settles into a sustainable rhythm, several possibilities for the future emerge. First, the model allows for flexibility. Should one host step away temporarily for acting commitments in Bialik's case, or other ventures for Jennings, the other can seamlessly step in. The show is insulated against abrupt disruptions, an attractive prospect after the instability of the post-Trebek search. Second, producers may further segment the hosting duties based on audience analytics. For example, Jennings might permanently helm the Tournament of Champions and other elite competitions, while Bialik could own celebrity specials and thematic events like the Teachers Tournament. Each host would cultivate their own sub-brand within the larger Jeopardy! Universe. Third, it's possible that the dual host experiment will evolve over time based on viewer feedback and the host's own preferences. One could take on an expanded role while the other scales back.